Here we are at Karen Reed's 2.0 trial. Today is April the 24th of 2025, and this is going to be a part one because there's a lot. We've got a lot to unpack. And all I've got to say is the wind blew, the crap flew, and you're only here for a day or two. Let's get to it. After seeing the first 3 days of witness testimony, I'm not so sure we can call them witnesses. I think it's a very feeble attempt at trying to prove Karen did something that she didn't do, and they knew it. And as we go on, they will continue to find out, well, the hard way. The one thing that I will tell you that I've been seeing is that the defense team is finding their groove. If you notice, they're not letting up on anyone. They are giving questions, and rightfully so, that they already know the answers to. And these witnesses better straighten up and fly right, because they're going to be getting caught, just like Kerry Roberts did yesterday, who perjured herself. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not law enforcement. I just have an opinion. It's based on the tarot. But let me ask you this. Perjury like that, does that make them an accessory to red rum? I don't know. Possibly, but will she be perjured? The answer is no, unless it's by a higher authority, because she did perjure herself in front of the grand jury, and I'm going to say in front of the Supreme Court. Will Bev's court do anything about it? Nah, the poor thing. She just misunderstood the question that Lolly asked her. Well, I'm not so sure that the feds could be so forgiving, but that is a wait-and-see thing. But now people know. Now people know what to expect. And did you not love the way that David Yannetti handled Auntie Bev? She still got away with a few snarky things, but he handled her and basically said, handle the court, ma'am. Handle the witness, ma'am. This is a yes or no question. Handle it. And she backs off. They're setting a precedence, my darlings. Pardon me. Pollen. They're setting a precedence, my darlings. I've missed the cards. You have too. I've missed you in this particular setting. I've got cards all around me, and I've been reading all day. The news is pretty good, but I want to talk to you about one thing. Many of you have been in my lives when we are doing EVPs with John's energy. Very disappointing seeing his behavior and the text messages that were read in court. Doesn't mean he deserved to be unalived in the manner that he was. Nobody deserves that. Unless, of course, there's something nefarious that you've been up to that goes against, like, crimes of humanity. That's another video, maybe. But he wasn't doing that. He did not deserve that. He was intoxicated the entire day. He just sobered up a bit to prepare to be intoxicated that particular night. Did he stand a chance against these people? I don't think so. That part I don't like at all. He didn't deserve it. He may have been a little fart head, but he didn't deserve it. Now that's what I've got to say. Pardon me. Now, I don't know if many of you saw this message, but I did see a picture of Mrs. O'Keefe with Paul O'Keefe giving someone the bird signal outside of the court yesterday. You know, that is a very disturbing thing. I'm just going to leave it at that. Let's get reading. Let's find out now more that is happening. Let's find out. I've got all kinds of things here. I've got the House of Zelda. Yeah, let's start with this. House of Zelda. We're going to pull one card from this, and then we're going to start reading. And I'm going to read as though I was reading earlier today. You're going to like this, I know. I have cleared the energy on this because I'll tell you what. There's been a lot here. And quite frankly, I don't want all that energy sniffing around. Here we are. Here we are. Oh. Now, I don't know if you just saw that, but my lamp just went when I said that. Okay. Love is behind this. I've always said that. I believe it's because they were all drinking and Higgins felt that he needed to be vindicated because of Karen. And I believe Brian Albert used that as an excuse to go after John. We're going to put these to the side for right now. One of our friend, the Kipper. I'm going to leave the lamp like this because we don't know. It may move again. Lots of energy here. If you see the camera wiggling, all that, I'm just going to let it go. There we go in the family room. We always get that, don't we? Putting these to the side. Now, this is what I'm going to do, and I think you all are going to like this. One was left behind. Should we take it yet? That's a Knight of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands. The King of Wands. Don't worry, I'll fix it. You can see it. And the Two of Pentacles. Putting this to the side. Let's fix these so you can see them a little better. There we go. We'll make sure that you know what they are. Wheel. Yeah, there's more than me here. All right. Now, this is another tarot deck. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. There we go. Now, this is the CW. This is the defense team. Putting this to the side. All right, we're going to put these down so you can see what's happening here. The CW is showing this as though they are very grounded, and it shows that they have the energy. Wouldn't surprise me if they start bringing some type of monetary value into this. Well, of course they are with Arca. Okay. They've made some choices. They've made a choice now of the direction that they're going to go in. But I got to tell you, you see this knight who is an action card. He's looking this way. And this young man who has made his choice, basically made his bed, and now he's got to lay in it, is looking this way. So there's an unsuredness in this defense plot, I'm going to say that, in my opinion, that they have decided to go. They have chosen this, and you can see the varying degrees of the wands, varying degrees of open doors, and varying degrees of growth or maybe opportunity. But those wands are behind this person, and he is clinging on for the sake of all goodness. Looks like he's been through a tough time, and he's hanging on out of perhaps even fear and desperation, as though it's a last chance. We have this King of Wands, who is also looking at the opposite direction as this energy is flowing. This little salamander down here, he's the spirit animal of the wand suit because it's a fire element. And look, you can see there's little salamanders in this tapestry behind this king, even in the king's robes. He's sitting up and he's taking notice, and he's also holding a wand, a projected wand of opportunity, a projected wand of saying, well, this is the way it has to go. The wands can actually represent our spirits. And this particular king of wands is here because his energy is visionary, which means it is proposed, I'm going to say. Visionary, perhaps, but something that they've coming up with. You see how they're all pulling together this way. So there's some opposite energy that is conflicting. Now we've got this fellow. And he is juggling. They are juggling witnesses, juggling facts, juggling what it is they feel they need to juggle. My camera glitched. So he's juggling what he needs to juggle, and they're hoping that something resonates. But you see, this is an infinite amount. So this is an infinite struggle as long as we have this energy and this energy together coming forward to refute what is really happened and the baseline of why this is happening. And yes, I'm sure Brian Albert, in my opinion, had his reasons for doing what he did, but he used Brian Higgins just like Jennifer McCabe, in my opinion, used Kerry Roberts for their own particular use. This family room, we know what this means. John was in the house. Now, let's go over to this side. Let's go over to this side of the equation. The defense is facing things head on. Oh, I love this. This young man's nickname, this knight, and you see we have a knight on each side, don't we? That energy of the knight. And look, he's just standing there. But this one, funny because it's opposite. This is the first knight. And look how he stands. No real action. Then you have the Knight of Cups, which is, a little bit more. And then the Knight of Wands, which that horsey, he's getting ready to go into action. But this fellow is getting ready, sword drawn. And with the sword going off the frame of the card means they are certainly far from being done yet. Heading things off at the pass and heading straight inward. No uncertain terms. They can say what they have, and then they'll based on what they have. Facing things head on with this energy of the Knight of Swords, and his nickname is the Lord of Wind and Breeze. So the lords of the defense team. This cloak, passion, compassion, love, control. And here what they're doing is an infinite struggle of the continued antics of the CW and of the document dumps at 10:45 in the evening, and the infinite amount of ridiculousness from Pinocchio, Hank Brennan. But that's not going to last long. Now, here is something. The Five of Cups, it is regretful to them that they have to do this. They are filled with sorrow and grief that they have been brought together for this. And when you really think about it, Karen has lost everything that she has worked so hard for, and these people have caused it. This is what they are sad over. This is what they just are heartbroken and grieving over. However, they still have some things to work with. They're not done yet. It is a raw emotion that is justified. Now look at what we have here. This is this energy of moving away from the rhetoric, the champion. There's a laurel wreath around this young man's head who is on this noble steed. This is a victory card. Along with it comes championship, admiration, and being celebrated by the community with another wreath of victory here. He's got green cloaked with his little horsey, and then red for power again and control. But the green is a good financial base. Oh, believe me, our darling Karen Reed will be okay. She will recover, and then some. She was chosen to go through what she's going through, kind of like a Joan of Arc typey thing. Not totally, but they do want to see her demise. How many of these people do you think would celebrate if something really, really torturous and bad happened to her? 100%. All of them. Which is sickening in their own right. Now, I'm going to lay out a couple of these cards. And then we'll keep going. Yep. Those are all money cards, my darlings. This 10 of coins or pentacles, a very grounding card, and the 10s mean you have ended a particular journey or cycle. You've learned what you've needed to, and you'll be able to retire, enjoy your family, enjoy your friends. But not before you go through it. This is a card in which it is give and take. And Karen is definitely receiving right now because she is paying for all of these court costs and fees and travel and experts. It's real money, and there's got to be balance. Amazingly enough, there are the scales, but that can also be the scales of justice. She is feeding many with this gift that she has. This Page of Pentacles, he is looking at this as though he is admiring it, not proud in a bad way, but proud that he is coming through because there's more coming for Karen. So, my darlings, there's much more to come. And I'm going to make a part 2 and post it for tomorrow. I want you to absorb all of this. There's going to be more coming. So hang in there, my darlings. You'll see me. I'm going to see you. Tomorrow will be, well, I'm going to say this. Might be another little bombastic surprise from Breen, and hang in there. That one is coming. He wants to create a distraction. He is frightened and hiding under his bed figuratively, metaphorically speaking, I'm going to say, about Arca. He's scared to death. But something is going to be happening around Arca. Don't worry, Arca is safe. I will see you soon, my darlings. Thanks for being here. This is the end of part 1. We're going to continue with part 2. Thanks so much. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.